Hello, hello, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, good morning. Oh, Boots, boom. Game time, man. I got Mike. I got for sure. I got wait. I got fish. Hey, what's happening down before down, bro? Go. Brother late. But it is what it is. Yeah. Hey, that cool work, man. You can't get that cool word. So, man, cool work is very important. It ain't even all about looks, even though I want a six pack, so I made sure I don't do the right step. Joe Cole, going forth. Of course, very important, extremely important. Oh, yes. Uh, so, hold on. Actually, when was 40 way baseline. It's good face. And so I'm like, why do you gotta sit the tablet right on me? All right, I'm done. So I'm moving out the way, girl. Yeah, man. Hey, D. No, it's Lou. Morning. Morning. All right, yeah, man. Today, today, it is gonna be extra lane, extra lane. Gonna be some burpees. I'm gonna do an hour burpee session, man. Yeah, but this be the boring stuff right here, man. The real tedious stuff that we always put on the back burner, our core. And I mean like really focused on your core. Um, for some people that want to get that 6 pack or 8 pack or whatever your genetic structure is when it comes to the defined midsection, um, you got to focus and, you know, take it to another level as far as really trying to see the definition. But without that, and I can't stress the importance of just having a strong core. You don't have to have six pack. But when I say core, I'm talking about your lower to mid back, and obviously your abs, your obliques, your core. Now, we often, especially as men, overlook our core because it's so much other attributes that are appealing to us as far as strength display, a visual display, and so on and so forth. Meaning, example, it's typical for a man, instead of working his core and slimming his core down, he'll do the opposite and make up for it by building a big arms, chest, and back. And when you put on a shirt, you can't necessarily tell the difference. But we're talking about from a visual perspective, because that core work, honestly, is tedious. Nobody wants to really just focus on it like that. But from a visual perspective, we all want those results. But when you overcompensate instead of building that balance, the structure is off. If the structure is off, then the building isn't necessarily solid. A hurricane, tornado, earthquake, or whatever can send your building crumbling down. So if we were looking at the core, building your core, strengthening your core, as if your core was I like to talk about, how can I say it? I like to talk about like comparing your body, even when I talk about dogs and stuff, comparing your body to a car that you're building, not a car that you bought, car that you actually building from scratch, taking it apart, putting it back together, and so on and so forth, right? So for men, when we start thinking about core, or hey, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? When we start talking about core, uh, we're quick to overlook it. We're quick to overlook it. Today, I'm gonna do an hour and I don't know, an hour and 20 minutes, but how about y'all? Hour and 20 minutes. Uh, hey, this I'm not I'm not trying to be on that type of time. Really, I'm just here for the motivation, but it gets hot and humid in this bad boy. I be sweating, man. This stuff be crazy. Especially during these birthdays. Back to the core. So yeah, hour and 20 minutes of birthdays. Let me get a light stretch on and we'll get to it. But man, if your body, if you tearing your body down, you got a old beat up car, or you got a new car, and if you want to add performance to it, you can build a car and whatever you want to build it to. If you want to build a car, which is your body, however you want to build. You want to build to a truck with torque, lifted, and all the little bells and whistles. You can do that. Slow, more. About to get this burpee session on, man. But anyway, so yeah, 30 seconds until the game time. 25 seconds. So if your body is a car, truck, whatever you imagine you drive, whatever you imagine your build is. Some of us have a truck that's big. Some of us have whatever you want. If you're building your car, and let's just say you're in a race. All right, it's game time. Let's go. Hour and 20 minutes. Go on at your pace. It's your pace. Let's say you're in the horsepower, torque, and performance, and all of that. And you building your car. You got over 800 plus horses. Let's say 1,000 horsepower. X amount of torque, and you got the cam and all of that, right? You got all of that, right? But your core is your suspension. It don't matter what you got. You want the big wheels, you want all the horsepower and all. It means nothing if you don't have control. And we'll sit up there and we'll try to get all extra power and all extra this, and that, but we'll forget about building that suspension. The balance of it all. And like I say, man, when it comes to your core, a lot of folks, I'm speaking on men, which I majority speak of when it comes to physical fitness, because women's physique and diet, genetics are completely different. But as men, instead of working on our gut or our core or our lower back, what we'll do is we'll get a bigger chest, bigger arms, bigger back. And the bigger your back, chest, and arms, even your legs, it hides your core. It hides your core. But your core is your foundation. That's your true ground level. That's where all your power derives from. Yeah, you can lift and have a whole bunch of power strictly with no upper body, just strictly legs. But your core is the center of your power. So if you were moving and you had to twist, playing baseball, anything, your swing, everything. Yeah, it starts with your feet. It starts with the positioning. It starts with a lot of things. But as the power starts to rise to the top, As you start to come through with the swing, it's the power all focuses on the core before it releases. It all focuses through the core before it releases. A weak core, that means you can't distribute strength. That means you can't distribute the power that you need to. So that means that if you are building a car and you've ever dynoed the car, you dyno the car, take your car to get dynoed, you doing a test to see the torque performance, the horsepower. And just because you have horsepower doesn't mean that all of that horsepower is getting to the ground. So if you have a weak core, that means that strength that you have isn't at its full potential. Even though you count numbers, salute. Even though you count numbers, even though you trying to, get your weight up and your power up in the whole line. If you have a weak core, you're not getting all that horsepower to the ground. I love referencing cars and stuff like that as far as trying to make sense of everything because I don't know, it just falls in line. So that was 5 minutes of 2 pumps. Now we're going up into 3 pumps. So yeah, but like I was saying, so if you focus on your lower body and that's your main focus, you're gonna go over the top on leg day and you're gonna do more of it. We all have that one thing or that one category that's our category. For the most part, we all have some things that we sincerely focus on. You were focusing strictly on, you're going to separate the two, lower and upper body. If you were going to strictly focus on your lower body, I know people that are dumb skinny. I had a homeboy in high school. So good morning. I had a friend in high school, and he was a wrestler, and he was dumb skinny, but as far as up top, but had all tree trunks for legs, right? All he did was legs and core. Because we'll get up here and try to make up for our core, for us, our lower back, our abs, obliques, have the big arms, chest, and all, but we're not working on our core. You're not getting all of that power to the ground if you're working strictly on your legs. You one of those guys, I never met leg day. And all you're doing is maximize the net. We get blinded and get tunnel vision. We get lost in the process of the games. Yeah, the core's a foundation, man. Core's a foundation. We get lost in the games and this and that. But you can't distribute whatever power you have properly if you don't have a strong core. Like I say, even if you're pitching, playing back, I'll just referencing sports, or even boxing or whatever, because these are all a pitch, a proper hook, certain movements, certain things that we do in the midst of action, it involves your entire body. Even running, just because you go for a walk or you go for a jog doesn't mean, and you get your cardio up, it doesn't mean that you have a strong core. It does, you know. So if you have a strong core, that means you can get all your horsepower to the ground. For those who fool with cars and understand the game, the car game as far as performance and all. We build our body, we building this toy car, or we building whatever. I mean, think about it. If you wanted to have that sports car, you wanted to be topped up action figure, or you wanted to be that, you wanted to be the big boy, you got the big frames. You know what I'm saying? You got that big frame. So you want to be that SUV or you want to be that lifted truck or whatever the case may be. You want to be the bodybuilder or whatever the power lifter, whatever it is. You want to get all that horsepower to the ground, or you want to have control of yourself moving from left to right. Your big body, it's your core. When your legs give out, your core is what holds you. When your upper body gives out, it's your core that holds you. This is the center of your power. The center of your universe is right here. Your lower back. Okay, that was 5 minutes of 3 pumps. We're going up into 4 pumps. So, and like I said, it's not all about the visualization of your physique. Like, you have to be able to see a six pack. Like, it doesn't have to be about that to have a strong core. Because as we get older, the most important, there's 3 things that rank supreme that you're going to have if you want to be able to enjoy your life as you get older. One is balance. You got to have balance. So I'm not going to tell you how to improve your balance. Oh, shoot. I'm tripping. I said 4. I'm supposed to be doing 4. I lost count. It's running my mouth. I'm not going to tell you how to improve your balance because it's a multitude of ways that you can improve your balance. But moving forward as you get older, that should be a major focal point, right? And in certain muscle groups that you need to work on to improve your balance. One is your core. I've had skinny calves my entire life. It just is what it is. That's a genetic thing, whatever. But I will say this. A lot of people sleep on how important your calves are to your balance as you get older. But it's certain muscle groups that you need to focus on as you get older to maintain or improve your balance. And a lot of it has to do with core and lower body. All right. Second thing is your core. I keep saying core. Obviously, that's what I'm talking about today. But your core is so slept on as you get older. And when I'm talking about core on this part, yes, sir. Yeah, man. And what I'm talking about on this part, when I'm speaking about the core, is mainly your lower back. Now I'm talking about as we are getting older. It's mainly your lower back. That's where most men have the most issues moving forward. Why? Why is that? First of all, most of the stuff that we do, we're gonna get into some physical stuff, whether it's working around the house, the hobby, stuff we did as a child, our job, you know, just being a man. Uh, you know, we usually overdo it or outdo ourselves at some point in time, and neglect our core, which gives us lower back pain. Lower back pain can break you down. It can break you down in the worst way. As you get older, it's a it's that slow ticking time bomb, you know. But once it goes, it's very hard to come back from that. And a lot of us play into that surgery. That's why you see a lot of them old men walking like this. I know y'all seen it. I know y'all seen it. You know, real talk. That's that back. I'm trying to tell you. See, so as we moving forward, hey, salute, Sally, what's going down? But as we move forward, if you can focus and recognize these type of things, then you can understand how important it is to focus on that thing. So focusing on that core, and this is for moving forward, mainly because you're lower back. And as men, like I said, we'll be trying to get into the visualization and trying to look in a certain type of way, which we all do. Confidence the whole nine. And we'll forget about we'll put the core to the side, you know, up underneath the 5 pumps now. So we'll put the core to the side. We'll, you know, like I used to do. I used to say, well, I'm gonna get my weight up over here and do all this other stuff, and you know, hey, yeah, salute, proud to be an American. But you know, we'll have our mindset like I'm gonna lose weight, then I'll focus on my core once I lose weight, or I'm gonna get my weight up and then focus on my core. And all we're doing is creating a state of energy. Man, creating energy and creating a situation where you know your body is building everything, but not a strong suspension. You ever seen? See, I'm a car that didn't have the ratios right and got way too much torque going, and the suspension can't handle it, right? And then they punch on the gas. And as soon as they punch on the gas, the whole rear end come off of the car. It just come off of the car. See, when we neglect our core and you trying to build power and strength, you're putting muscle on. When you're building power and strength, you're putting more muscle. And muscle weight is more than fat. So if you focus on your chest, your arms, and back as men, even legs, just your legs too, all legs, you're neglecting your lower back. But you're putting all this extra weight on there, and you look good too. You look good. You look good. And bigger chest, you can hide the gut. Bigger back, it makes it look like, you know, your obliques in the whole nine. They hide your love handles. You know, bigger arms, it you know, it steals the show as far as what people look at first. But all of that can hide a weak core. All of that can hide a weak core. You're getting on the bench. I mean, getting on the squat machine. Yep, the whole life. Especially if you went to performance, you can't be in a pro tour and have too much horsepower. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? You can't, like all these things matter. All these things matter as far as the long haul. But I want to speak about just strictly just the maintenance of just moving forward, because we can talk all we want to about trying to be in the best shape of your life and the whole nine and all of this other stuff. Ultimately, you just want to be able to do what you need to do or do what you want to do moving forward in life. Being in the best shape of your life, it's something that you can take on if you choose to. Just being healthy is good enough. But if you want to be functional moving forward, and you don't want to be one of them old men walking like this, these things that we really got to focus on. These are things that we really got to focus on. So you don't want to put all that weight upper and lower without strengthening your suspension. All the youngsters and stuff, or even boys, they want to put the big wheels and all of that on the car. You can't even make a proper turn because you didn't do the suspension correct. So I've seen plenty of people deadlifting. We won't talk about the lower body now. I've seen plenty of people deadlifting, getting under the squat machine, squat bar, the leg press machine, and getting lower back injuries. And getting lower back injuries. Working on the lower body. Deadlifts, military press, squat, leg press, lower back injury, lower back injury. Why is this? Because a lot of things happen with improper form when it comes to those. And what stems from improper form? A weak core. That's right. A weak core. But it's not about the power right now. We're still talking about moving forward. Now, the first one that I said was your balance. The next one that I said was your core. Now, the third one is just as important as the first two, and that is your grip. Okay? Balance, core, and grip. Why your grip? Why do you need to have them for? What is the importance of your grip? They say, as you get older, your grip gets weaker. When you can no longer grab old things, they say your life expectancy shot. So if you have poor balance, that means you're prone to fall as you get old. You have poor balance, you are prone to fall, right? If you have a weak core, that means that it aids the balance. So when your legs give back and legs give out as you get older, that means that your core is what's going to hold you. We live this day-to-day stuff, right? But let's just think about your day-to-day. You get older, you in the kitchen, and it's time to cook, and you got to reach down to grab something, and you can't. You're cold. See, all of this stuff that I'm talking about doesn't have to be about trying to be action figure built. I'm pointing out the importance of what you need to be able to take care of yourself by yourself without help and have a better life moving forward. So I can't tell you what kind of core work to do. You see what kind of core work I do. I do this. It's very simple, boring, plain, and I do it every day. But that doesn't mean that you got to do that. You know, it might not be that serious or important to you. But what should be important to you is finding some kind of core exercise to strengthen your core, whatever that may be. Now, your grip. Now, if you have weak balance and your core isn't holding up, that means now you're on the ground. And if you fall, let me see, I'm going to switch it up to Navy SEALs now. So that means you're going to most likely be falling and hitting the ground. If you fall and hit the ground, your chances of getting seriously injured tenfold. That means most likely you're going to have somebody around to aid you. Not saying that you won't have somebody around, but just having the power, take care of yourself and do what you want to. Yeah, big time, John, big time. You know what I'm saying? Big time. It's just what kind of car do you want to drive? You want to drive a daily stand? You know what I'm saying? You want to do this, but you gotta keep the car well oiled and functional. You know, change oil. People can afford the babies. Some of us want to have a big truck. Some of us want to have that SS or, you know what I'm saying? But we got to think about these things. For me, ultimately, you can throw all of this away. All I need is those three things moving forward. It's a need. Those are a need moving forward. So you're going to end up on the ground. And if you end up on the ground, your chances of getting seriously injured, head and hip and, you know, those hip injuries can be fatal. Hip injuries can be fatal. I'm going to say that again. And for people who they need to hear this. A hip injury can be fatal. I've known a few people personally to have a hip replacement or mess up their hip. And I'm talking about people that are over 60. People that are over 60. And then they just start going down from there. And they all step through that hip injury. Right? But check this out though. So we back to the grip. So I don't get too far off track. Oh, see, I'm running my mouth. I'm supposed to be doing Navy SEALs right now. Steady talking. But anyway, so you're on the ground now because you had weak balance and your core wasn't right. So now you're on the ground and you need to get up. You can't get up because you got a weak grip. You can't, I did it again. I'm supposed to be doing Navy SEALs. You can't get up because you can't pull yourself up. Because what do you need to pull yourself up? Grip, your core. Pulling yourself up is all grip is core. And you don't have to balance yourself. So If you can take those for what they are, those three things, and figure out what you can do to put those on at bare minimum, at least maintain them. Because it's something that I can guarantee you. It's something that I can promise you. And this is, I can put a stamp on it. It's a lot of things that I'll say take with a grain of salt. There's a lot of things that I'll say in my opinion. But this is facts. Those three things, we don't start to decline. Those three things will start to decline. Yep, they will. And another thing is consistency in working out keeps the balance within the brain, because your brain also goes through chemical changes. And as your brain goes through chemical changes, you can start being off balance. So all of these things mean something moving forward. The ones that stop moving, the ones that sit down, retire, or get comfortable being lazy, damn, I keep doing it, man. Navy SEAL, Navy SEAL, Navy SEAL. Come on, bro. Focus. Yes. But the ones that become lazy, the ones that become dormant in their life, you know, the ones that found that place where it's sinkhole in the couch, you know, the ones that go that direction and they stay in that direction for long. As you get older, it becomes harder and harder to come back. It becomes harder and harder to come back. You know, it's a few things that I'll never be able to get back at this age, ever. But necessarily, that's nothing that is a main concern. Something that I want. Hey, what's happening, man? What's going down? You know? But y'all don't focus on anything else as far as your base and bottom line and important factors moving on in life. Those three things can keep you alive. They can keep you alive. You know, those three things can, you know, depict whether you have to have a caretaker or not. Those three things can able or enable you of having a freer, a more free life as you get older from a physical perspective, and not be held back by things that you should, you know, shouldn't be holding you back. I hope that you know, if anything, it plants a seed to give somebody some direction so they don't go the wrong way the long way. Because we'll sit up there and we'll think, oh man, I'm just gonna hit the bench, and you know, I'm seeing the progress in the whole line and this and this and this and that. Now I've said this, and this is kind of me being a hypocrite of myself, but I still stand on 10 toes. I still stand on those 10 toes. You find what you like to do first, and then you can get to the match. So let's just say, because I'm sitting there stressing the importance of core, core, core. Let's just say you you just getting into the working out or whatever, and you've always been into the bench. So naturally, without thinking, you gravitate towards hitting that iron and going and hitting the bench. And you gravitate towards it so much that you're spending more time on the bench than you are anything else. I know too many people can relate. So if that's what you love to do, oh, maybe she does. If that's what you love to do, then do it and do it to the max because it's therapeutic. It keeps you wanting more. But ultimately, the reason I say that also is so it can open the door to other opportunities for you to chase after. You know, but you got to always think of these things moving forward because if I can plant the seed to let folks know, hey man, if you're not gonna be a power lifter for the rest of your life. You're not gonna hey, maybe that number that you wanted to squat, you may never hit in life. You may never be able to get that number in life. You might chase it with all your heart and soul. But age is a fool. age will let you know that we have a limited time to handle certain things. You know what I'm saying? But don't let anybody, here I go again, being a hypocrite. You do not let anybody tell you what you can and can't do, but you're the one willing to put in the work. So, whatever that stands for, but, you might have wasted all this time chasing after these numbers. And you never got it. But what a time that you have trying to hit that goal. The lessons you learned and so on and so forth and everything. But that time is come and gone. The most important thing that you can focus on as far as your baseline to, because there's a lot of people that'll say, hey, I don't want to do all that. That's too much work for me. It's never been me. But these three things are the main things you need to focus on. Your balance, core, and grip. And that being said, it's too many exercises for you to look into or you to start your journey on where you can focus on them. And those exercises right there are exercises that do not require much. They don't require much. Besides, if you wanted to see your core, your six-pack, diet. Diet is very important. A little bit of cardio. But that not required or necessary to have a strong core. But yeah, that's my little thing about the core. Because I know there's too many people put it on the back burner and then wonder why they don't. I don't know. I'll give you that. Check this out. So, if anybody, I know I keep talking about cars, man, but if anybody is into cars and really understand cars, right? Everybody always with toy cars want to throw the wheels on the car. A lot of people make the wheels more valuable than the car, which I don't understand. But anyway, so if you just bought some 20s, 22s, or whatnot, you got to throw them on the car, you just drive through the wheels on the car. They look decent on the car. You just threw them on there. You just threw them on there. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do the suspension. You didn't do the suspension. You didn't do the control arms. You didn't do the springs. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do the bushes and sway bars and, you know, like you didn't do the brakes. You didn't do all the things that make the wheel stand out and sit correctly. So you do the chest, your arm, your back, and all of that make you look damn good in the shirt. You look real good in the shirt. What? You want your car to show. But at the same time, you know, every time it comes down to do core, you either put it on the back burner, I don't feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As Mitchell. As Mitchell. Yeah, man, because it's like, I don't know, man. I ain't even got the transmission. You know? But that's how we gotta kind of, or it's just an angle for you to kind of view how you approach the video. You know, you're like, okay, yeah, man, I don't need no, man, what I'm gonna do with 1,000 horsepower? You know, thinking like, what I'm gonna do with that? I ain't gonna do with that. You know, all you need is a 4-cylinder that's light on gas and you get the job done. You know? While others might be wanting to compete. So they need the supercharger, the turbos, you know, the shift kit, you know what I'm saying? The shift kit. I'm looking focus, man. Hey, let me get back on focus, man. Let me get back on focus. You know, if I start doing my evening workout. But for real though, when we do these builds on our body, we're not thinking about everything. We're not thinking about everything. Only thing we're thinking about is, man, I can't wait to tell them how much horsepower I got. I can't wait to tell them how much horsepower I got. You know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But salute to the work. And you know, the person that really finds their niche in all of this is the person that will have the most success, see the most results. You know what I'm saying? And don't let anybody measure your success. Don't let anybody measure your success for you. Straight up. Straight up. Because the next person might be sitting up here, they're trying to compete, or they're in the pissing contest. They got a pissing contest. All you trying to do, I'm talking about the majority of folks, all you trying to do is just lose a couple of pounds. But then they gonna sit up there and talk all trash to you and say you ain't doing this and that and try to discourage you. Don't let them do that. The power is within you knowing exactly what you here for, exactly what your goals are. You know, Don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't do when you're the one putting in the work. You don't have to be some action figure, all this stuff. You just really need to focus on those three things, you know, and if losing a couple of pounds or having a little bit of mobility or whatever, that's all you needed. That's all you needed. Hell, some of us who just want to be able to go the distance without dogs and for us a walk and not have to be, you know what I'm saying, out of breath or whatever the case may be, hurt or can't do it or man, the small things that as you young that you didn't need to work for. That you didn't need to work for. It's just you can get up and go. Those things, they start to become high value as you get older. Because you're not going to be able to do those things on the up and up. As a child, as a little kid, if I told you, hey, it's nap time, that's almost like punishment. But as you get older, if I say, hey, we got time for a nap, you're like, shh, that's like you're going through candy store. Shit, now, what? Come on with it. You know what I'm saying? I just see a lot of people that we went out yesterday. We was at Six Flags all day yesterday. And the amount of folks that I saw that were my age that couldn't move, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't like it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, walking, you can see the ones that really have the over the top back issues and all types of things. Numbers are high. Look around. Look around. You know, and I'm telling you, I got 2 bulging discs in my back right now. I was supposed to have surgery, but I refused to. God's been good to me, and He gives me the tools to maintain and try to climb up out of that hole. But I'm well aware that this is something that I may have to deal with for the rest of my life. So I might as well get on with it. Now, I'm sure y'all got some injuries or some setback that you may have to deal with for the rest of your life. You may have some injuries right now or some setbacks that you're going to have to deal with for the rest of your life. Are you going to let it put you in a jail, or are you going to find a way to break free from it? Not let it hold you back. There's so many things that I got to stress about why I do the things that I do in the form and manner that I do them. I've got injuries like a bull rider. I've never ridden a bull, although I do admire that stuff. That stuff is dope. It's dope. Now, so when I was talking to one of my daughters, my daughter goes to jujitsu, and her father, her friend's father, we all went to Six Flags and we was chopping it up and whatnot. And it's crazy because speaking of Six Flags, boy, it was hot yesterday, boy. Wait. But man, yeah, yep, got to. You got to, bro. You know, because it's like those are the things that are going to hold you back. They're going to hold you back, and you not, man. Mm-hmm. And if y'all only understood the importance of not getting stiff as you get older, but anyway, so me and him were chopping it up at Six Flags, and he's coming back from an injury. He tore his calf muscle, like a level 3 tear. That's like so much. Like if it got any worse, it would have torn off of the bone. You know, so it was a pretty bad tear. So that set him down for a minute. It sat him down for a minute. But in the process of him sitting down, he's not working out. He's not doing anything. So you gain weight, your body gets stiff, and you're not getting younger. And you already got pre-existing energy. So now he's trying to go back to the motion. And but what did I say prior to about like going with what you know and natural and stuff like that? And naturally we go straight to the bench. We go straight to the bench. So we go to the bench, start hitting the bench, and he had pre-existing shoulder injury. And it's not the fact that he had pre-existing shoulder injuries. It's the fact that he stopped the motion for so long and then coming back to it and then trying to get back in that motion still. And he said he ended up hurting his shoulder even more, right? It's a few things as to the reason why that happened. It's a few things, but one thing I can guarantee is because he stopped that motion. That's the first thing. But it's other things that, are bigger than that. But I was saying all of that to tell you, I've got all the injuries that I have. It's a reason that I go through the motion and do the exercises that I do also. That a body weight, it's easy on the joints, right? Body weight, you can do any work at any time. And at any time. I love pull-ups. They're part of my regimen. These dips are part of my regimen. But if I don't have to have them to do these. I don't have to have them to do these. Okay? And back to the point that I was getting to, because I know I'll be running my mouth too damn much. But now, you got pre-existing injuries and so on and so forth. If you grab that that bar, that bench, or even going to squat and a whole bunch of other things, right? You have to have your arms in a how can I say it? If they have to be positioned, whether a direct way, they can't, you can't adjust. Okay. Now, if you are doing push-ups, you got bad shoulder, you can move your arm around and put it where it needs to be so you can get through that motion. Those things, even if they don't look right, it allows your body to continue that motion and not allows your body to get stiff. It helps you go through that process. It helps you continue to go through that process. So, little to no stress as far as the strain that your body would be usually used to as far as lifting weights on your joints. And then you can position yourself where you need to position yourself, first of all, so you don't further injure yourself. so you don't further injure yourself, and you can continue the motion and get it done. Now, y'all see me, and if you pay attention, my form isn't always direct. It's not. But I'm not gonna sit up here and whine and complain to y'all about, hey, I'm having this ache and I'm having this pain and I'm going through this right now. Although I do complain, I do whine and complain. I do, but I don't tell y'all everything. It's good because it's such a second nature to me, if that makes sense, to continue to go through the motion. I got a broken toe right now, undiagnosed, but I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. My wife is pissed at me because I won't go to the damn doctor, man. And I know how important your feet are to the rest of your body. You can have bad feet, and your bad feet can make you have a bad neck. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I understand. I fully understand. But like I've had little small strains and stuff like even right now. I have a strain on my arm right now. And it's making me kind of adjust my weight. So in the process of me being strained, at least I can go through the motion, right? So I'm pulling harder with this arm than I am this arm. See? And I could have waited today if I wanted to and do it. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a chill pill, do a few burpees, get back to it tomorrow. I want to put forth to go through it today. I sure could, sure can. But hey, it's a marathon, man. The main thing is continuing the motion, continuing to move. That's the most important thing of all of this. All of this. Before the balance, before the core, before the grip, you gotta get friction going. You gotta get the moving. You ever notice how life starts to slow down? You start to slow down. Huh? You ever notice that? Like, you ever notice how the less you move around, the less you more inclined to get up and move around? It's like you over the ocean with female shoes on and a big ass balloon tied to your back. So you're going down, but you're going down real slow, you know? Like before you know it, you have sat around and you chill because in your mind deservedly you need a break. No, that's not what you need. I mean, I can't tell. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I can't tell you what you do, what you need, and what you don't need. I'm out of line there. Yeah, forgive me. But anyway, you know, nah, man. Straight up though, it's very, very important to keep that friction going. You know, a lot of people I ask on a regular basis, how many burpees am I doing, or how many this, or how many that? I don't know. I can tell you this. I've done this same amount of time of burpees. Put the time on this amount of time, and I've done way more burpees within this amount of time. You see what I'm saying? So, but I can't tell you how many I did. I just know, you know. But am I going through the motion? I sure am. Could I be sitting on my bum right now, laid up between the covers, sleeping? You know, I sure could. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm trying to say. Get up and get the move. Get up and get the move. I've already got an hour done of these burpees running my damn mouth. It's only 20 minutes left. It's only 20 minutes left. I'm just going to dumb it down to two pumps because I'm stuck on the D right now. I haven't got enough sleep. I ain't got enough sleep either, man. But I'm good. It's just my mind going down. You know what I'm saying? My mind's starting to go down. Now, but salute to the work, man. Salute to everybody that's just going through the process, man. Hey, every day is not going to be that day. Some days you just gonna have to sit around for a while and just until you can talk yourself into it. Have a TI versus TIP conversation. You know what I'm saying? A TI versus TIP conversation. You know what I'm saying with yourself and get yourself up and going. I've had to sit down and talk to myself for damn near an hour. You know, mentally just trying to hype myself up. Just go through emotion, get a job done. And I'm not talking about working out. I'm not talking about working out. Just to get some stuff done that I know I needed to get done and I didn't want to do. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until it's too late. Yeah, yeah. Someone, yeah. Hey man, you want to talk about a bad morning? I hate to say this because it it lets me know I need to make that change a little bit. But I'm addicted. I have an addiction with waking up. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drink. I have a thing where I drink warm water, a glass of warm, almost hot water as soon as I wake up. It gets your organs going and wakes up your body. I like to empty out as soon as I wake up. But I'm addicted to drinking coffee. Like as soon as I finish that water, I'm addicted to drinking coffee. And like my body, if I don't have that coffee, it's not a good morning. It's not a good morning. Yes, I ran out of coffee or something, forgot to get it the night before. You know what I'm saying? They like, I don't know, man, it just be bad. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm trying to find other things to get into other than waking up and drinking and having a drink of coffee as a dependency. But don't get it twisted like coffee. I don't know. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad. But I don't know. I saw this 106-year-old lady say, hey, he was telling her story about all the foods that she eats. Because you know how once you get of that age, people be like, oh, what did you do to live this long? And she said, she's 100, she's black woman, sister. Excuse me, sister. And she say, how she say it? She say, I have been told all the things that are bad for you that I shouldn't eat by my doctors. And all of the doctors that told me that are dead. I have outlived all the doctors, all my doctors. That's what she said. Anyway, but she said you drink coffee every day. She said she drinks coffee every day. She said she has butter every day. She said there's a few things, but so I get that's why I hate trying to tell people um about their diet, what they should eat. When you have plenty of stories and cases of people. Oh, and she eats bacon every morning and a whole bunch of other stuff, man. That they say you shouldn't eat. Beef, she eats beef, a whole bunch of beef. So when it comes to these things, man, I always say, hey, you got to do your own due diligence, and find it out. Hey, what's happening? Salute, salute, salute. Hey, yeah, man, I need to try that, bro. I need to try it. Cause I think right now I'm a coffee abuser and not a coffee drinker. Yeah, I think I'm a coffee abuser, bro. Cause I'll try to down the coffee versus enjoying it and sitting down in the whole nine. And that's why I know it's a problem. That's why I know it's a problem. Um, yeah, yeah. But nah, man. Who was it that was talking about that Arabic coffee? Napoleon. Napoleon from the Outlaws. If anybody know the Outlaws, man, shout out to Napoleon. He moved to uh Saudi. Yeah, he moved to Saudi Arabia. He moved to Saudi Arabia and opened up a coffee shop. And he was breaking down all the the way they do the coffee and how they get the coffee beans and the whole nine and everything and the experience. Yeah, yeah. Africa. Africa got some good coffee too. Africa got some real good coffee. They making a crazy, but like that's the type of stuff I'm into. But right now, I know for a fact I need help. Yeah, yeah, nah, yeah, yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like right now, I don't do nothing in my coffee. It's straight black. But it be time, I've been a coffee drinker before, like a real coffee drinker. Right now, I'm a coffee abuser, bro. Yeah, I'm a coffee abuser, man. Uh, I'm a tea drinker too. Like I like that. I like the tea, but yeah, I was drinking tea in the morning for a while, but and coffee was calling my name, man. Coffee was calling my name. Yeah. 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 Speaking of, while I say that, man, uh, drinking one glass of water when you wake up in the morning and one glass in the evening, right before you go to sleep, uh, it can boost your metabolism. It can boost your metabolism. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We all got those. Shame on you, Carlos. Shame, y'all. But we all got them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Them little bad things that we know we ain't supposed to be doing. You know. But drinking a glass of water in the morning, as soon as you wake up, it activates your organ. And it's kind of like a shot of coffee. You know, you can it's depending on how you like your water, because they both do something to you, both do something to you good. If you like it ice cold, drink it ice cold. It's still gonna activate your organs, but if you like it hot or warm, do that too. If you drink it hot or warm, it's going to boost your metabolism and get your body warm, your blood flowing fast, and get your organs going. For those who wake up and go empty out in the morning, like as soon as you wake up, it'll activate those organs, get your body, get everything woken up. If you drink it before you go to bed, drinking a warm glass of water, it also helps you burn fat while you sleep. Sound crazy, man. It helps you burn fat while you sleep, and by boosting your metabolism. Sounds crazy. If you wanted to maximize that, if you wanted to maximize it, then you add a couple of drops of apple cider vinegar. Now I'm not it depends on where I'm at in life, how I use apple cider vinegar, but typically just a glass of water before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning. But in the morning, obviously followed by the coffee. And that guarantees I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? But it becomes an addiction, and if I miss out on that damn coffee, man, ooh-wee. Yeah, man. And especially those who always missing out on drinking that H2O, and you really don't drink water like that. Those 2 points of the day are probably the most important points of the day for you to drink water. Drinking water in the morning is going to help you flush out your body from all the toxic and everything that you had the night before. Drinking it at night is going to also go through that process, help you flush out a lot of stuff that your body needs to, and it'll absorb more of the the properties that you need versus blood going straight through your body. Because during the summertime, you'll drink so much water, your body's not taking in any of it. As soon as you drink it, it's leaving. As soon as you drink it, it's leaving. And you'll wonder why you dehydrated so much. Then they'll start talking about alkaline your water and all this other stuff. I don't believe you should have to do all that to hydrate yourself. I think that's what I'll talk about tomorrow, hydration. And how I go about doing it. That's another thing about coffee too. Coffee will dehydrate you. So keep that in mind also, man. These summer days start coming around, man. And you don't have to be like seeing sunspots and feeling like you're gonna pass out dehydrated. It can just be a lot of cramps, could be the first little telltale sign. Headaches, all types of things that you might not recognize are telltale signs that your body is starting to be dehydrated. I don't know, but I always talk about looking forward and not back. I've physically with my own eyes been around folks who's had heat strokes. And those can come on from a number of things. Heat strokes can come on from a lack of sleep, dehydration, overwork, exhaustion. A lot of things can happen. But I can tell you one thing, all those things start to magnify as you get up in age. They start to magnify as you get up in age. It's all funny. I mean, it's not funny. Excuse me, I'm not gonna say it like that. It's all just talk until it's one of us. Till it's too late. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Because as men, we deal with stress. We deal with stress. Your body gets out fluids a lot faster. You sweat a lot more. Your heartbeat going and all types of stuff. You might not recognize, but it just does. You know, I mean, you're working hard. Dealing with a lot and the whole nine, and might be forgetting to take care of yourself from a maintenance perspective as far as the food and drinking properly and stuff, moving around, and before you know it, like, and the one thing I want y'all to avoid is that brick wall, man. From a health perspective, any kind of perspective. But I want y'all to avoid that brick wall, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate it. Avoid that brick wall because we're running around here and we're moving around and doing all this other stuff, neglecting our health and getting little meals that we can on the drinking a whole bunch of juice, soda, eat the energy drinks and all of that. And before you know it, you laid up with a stroke. You done had a heat stroke. You done had some kind of stroke, heart attack, even worse. Man, most important thing that I can say, moving forward, hey, guys, you keep moving, take care of your body. Take care of your body, man. I got a OG that I look up to, older gentleman that I consider look up to, and I brought him on here. Man. I had an interview with him, and man, it hurt my heart even talking about it every time I talk about it, man. But I'm talking about 68 years old, man. 68 years old, chopped up, good shape, great shape, not even good shape, but like make me look crazy. Like, and he always don't drink, don't smoke, eat very healthy, take care of his body. And he had a work related accident and had a real bad work related accident. And he's bedbound now, wheelchair bound actually. He's paralyzed right now, man, but keeping the hope in the faith, man. Keeping the hope in the faith. And the positive attitude that he has, man, moving forward is crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. But I always say that, man, we can hit a brick wall at any given time, bro. You can hit a brick wall at any given time for any given reason. For any given reason. You can do everything by the book as far as taking care of your health and still have an accident that lays you out. These are all risks that we have when you open your eyes every day. These are all risks that we have when you open your eyes every day. But let me tell you this. As you move forward, your health is the only thing that will allow you to continue to do for others and do for yourself. Your health is the only thing that allows you to continue to do for others and do for self. Yeah, your finances can do such and so forth if you played your cards right. If you did, all of that, whatever. Yeah. Hey, salute. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That stuff That stuff is heavy, man. That stuff, uh-huh. I'm like, damn, you know? And it's like, when you see it, it'll be like, man, this is a joke. This can't be real. Can't be real. And this, man, you know? But, man, yeah, that one hurts. That one hurt. But the dopest thing about it is, like, if he can do it and hold that mentality, I can too. With what little trauma and drama I have compared to that. With what little drama and trauma I have compared to that, if he can do it, I can too. You know? So he's still one of my heroes, man. He's still a huge inspiration to me. You know what I'm saying? Like a huge inspiration to me. You know? Um, man, yeah, yes, a very dark place, a very dark place. And I have been there for less. You know what I'm saying, God? I have been there for less. I've been there for less. So, like, you know what I'm saying? To see somebody go through that and hold the same attitude they had when I met them, crazy, crazy. Yes, man, crazy. Like, you know, that's a hero to me. That's inspiration. That's a that's a warrior in the garden to me. That's a warrior in the garden. Hey, that's an hour and 20 minutes, man. Yeah, that's a warrior in the garden. You know what I'm saying? Me and him been chopped it up, had a great time. We've never talked about anything street. We've never talked about anything negative. It's all been positive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You got bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, man, bro, you tell me your greatest loss, and I tell you what kind of man you are. Because a lot of us have all the ones that say they've been winning their whole life, winning, having all, you know what I'm saying, and everything laid out for them or whatever the case may be. Now, bro, you tell me about your greatest loss and how you came out of it. Or tell me how you still in it. And I tell me how a man you are. Straight up. Straight up, all we doing is sitting here bragging about I'm golden gloves, or this and that. It's like, man, whatever. I'm down here with it. Like I'm thinking how to climb out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad to be alive. You know, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be a part of my daughter's life. I'm glad to be here with my family the whole time. Like we take these things for granted, bro. We out there like shit is all good until like they say until you go into that full stop and you like, man, I ain't know it's gonna be this hard. I didn't know it's gonna be this hard. And you know what I'm saying? And you can never sit that back and sit there and think like, hey man, I'm gonna get it all back. All that stuff be slipping in your mind like you'll never be the same or this thing. Yeah. They don't know. They don't know, guys. Like this should be like, you know what I'm saying? And you show somebody like or just being around people who really had to climb out of those real dark places. They are different. You know, it's a level of either peace or extreme violence with people that go through their dark place. They come out one or the other. It's either extreme peace. They pushing for peace or trying to find peace, at least attempting through the chaos, or they extremely violent. Or like in my case, a grumpy old man. You know what I'm saying? I'm team grumpy old man. Come on, let's go. Come on. Yeah, man. But hey, y'all know what it is, man. Another day done. Another day done, man. Took it a little easy, a little hour and 20 minutes of burpees. Nothing special. Then it wasn't like nothing to brag about. Just going through the motion, man, and just creating friction. I can tell you one thing: it was better than missing a workout or laying up in bed, feeling guilty about missing out on a day, knowing that you know you have the energy and the health to make it happen. If you had to go clean up shit or clean up dog mess an hour before you went to work every morning. You had to get up an hour early every single morning to clean up dog mess. This is something that you don't. This isn't up for contest. You do this. If you don't do this, life in prison. Some old crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it. 365 days. Well, you got to do it forever. Every morning. And then 365 days go by. And then they tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, you no longer have to get up in the morning to clean up dog mess. The very next day, that day, you're going to be like, well, shoot, tomorrow I'm about to sleep in. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. The very next day, you are going to wake up and your body's going to have all that energy and you're not going to know what to do with it. It doesn't matter what you do, whether you like it, hate it, or love it. Just do it and your body will be acclimated to it. Sit on your ass all day and see if your body don't get used to sitting on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So we got to create friction. It's going to be hard at first. It's like a tattoo. It's only going to hurt for a little bit. I ain't got no tattoos, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, to be an introvert, I be running my damn mouth, man. Hey, I love y'all, man. And hey, you know what it is. Tomorrow I'll be back in here like I left my wallet and keys. Man, I'm glad that we on this side of the earth and not the other. Hey, what's happening, wifey? You waking up as soon as I'm done. Sun Tzu done did Sun Tzu, you know. But anyway, yeah, man. Hey, man, like I'm gonna say it again, man. Hey, I love y'all because that ain't, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's a lot of us that ain't got no support. I'm talking about for real, have no support out here, man. Hey, man, I'm talking to you. I love you, homie. I love you, sis. Hey, you ain't alone. You ain't alone. We just gotta walk through this. Just gotta walk through it. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, man, I'll be back in here like I left my wallet and keys tomorrow. And I'm out. Peace.
Not fairy tales, Shogun standing tall. You, boy, you build brittle. We build different. We run dogs, we don't run mouth. Boy, we build different. You bark loud, but your yard look